Yo, what is going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for rocking out with me today, man. Today we're back here with some Johnny Cash, one piece at a time. All right, I did a Boy Named Sue. I loved it. I wish I would have done the live recording, I think it is, at San Quentin, but I plan on returning and doing that again, man. I've just been a little demotivated when it comes to some music videos because, man, they get blocked so often. And if you were a content creator, every time you upload something, you're just like rolling the dice whether YouTube, well, it's not YouTube, the record labels are going to let you upload it or not. And then they don't, and maybe it's a great percentage of what you've recorded. It's like, oh, so it hurts, all right? But I plan on going back and doing that one, and we'll see if YouTube lets me do it. But this was the most suggested other piece of work from Johnny Cash that I needed to check out down in the comment sections was one piece at a time. I was told by multiple people they think I would love it. So let's go ahead and dive into this one. Johnny Cash, one piece at a time. I'm wondering if it goes around the same like humorous kind of angle. So we'll see what's up because A Boy Named Sue, my goodness. I went into the car like a few days later and showed my wife that one on our way to a theme park, and I thought it was really funny. I can't really gauge her reaction too well, but I thought it was very funny. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this one, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description if you guys are rocking with me on this one. Here we go.
Well, I left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, 'cause I always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak it out of there in a lunchbox in my hand. Now, getting caught meant getting fired, but I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. I'd have me a car worth at least $100 grand. I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around.
One piece at a time in the suitcase.
So the very next day when I punched in with my big lunchbox and with help from my friend, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gears. I've never considered myself a thief, but GM wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. The first day I got me a fuel pump, and the next day I got me an engine and a trunk. Then I got me a transmission and all the chrome. The little things I could get in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all four shocks, but the big stuff we snuck out my buddy's mobile home. Now up to now my plan went all right till we tried to put it all together one night, and that's when we noticed that something was definitely wrong. The transmission was a 53 and the motor turned out to be a 73, and when we tried to put in the bolts, all the holes were gone. So we drilled it out so that it would fit, and with a little bit of help from an adapter kit, we had that engine running just like a song. Now the headlights, there was another sight. We had two on the left and one on the right, but when we pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. The back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, well, that's when we noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts, but she opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin."
All right, the missus likes
So we drove uptown just to get the tags, and I headed to ride on down Main Drag. I could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, 'cause to type it up, it took the whole staff, and when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town.
Well, no, it's him, but not for the receipt.
I'm gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth in the Psycho Billy Cadillac. Come on. Haw. This is a cottonmouth, and negatory on the cost of this machine there, Red Rider. You might say I went right up to the factory and picked it up. It's cheaper that way. What model is it? Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. Yeah. It's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile.
So my man, literally, Johnny Cash, he wants to ride out in style, man. He's like, dude, I want one of these. I can't afford it at this salary right here. So you know what? I'll take it one piece at a time. GM ain't going to miss it, right? They ain't gonna miss it, man. I'm taking one piece. Well, he was taking one piece from all these different models. He didn't quite have the plan together of how he was building this model that he wanted. So he ended up with a Frankenstein kind of car, it sounds like. He said everybody was gonna notice him when he rode around. He was right, but not for the right reason, okay? He wanted to be out there stylish, classy. He was the joke of the town riding around in this Frankenstein mobile. They asked what year it was, man. He's got every year. Every year they ever produced a car. I've got that in here too, man. I like it. Dope. All right, so let's check it out, man. One piece at a time right here. Released by Johnny Cash. The songwriter on this one is Wayne Kemp, though, and this was released in 1976. All right, one piece at a time is a country novelty song written by Wayne Kemp and recorded by Johnny Cash and the Tennessee 3 in 1976. It was the last song performed by Cash to reach #1 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles Chart and the last of Cash songs to reach Billboard Hot 100. Really? So right here, it goes on to say the process of accumulating all the necessary parts turns out to take at least 25 years. The newest part mentioned, the engine, is from 1973. But once they have what they think is a complete car, they attempt to assemble the pieces because automakers inevitably make numerous changes to their models, designs, and parts over the course of a quarter century. The result was a hodgepodge of parts from different years and models that did not fit together well. Yeah, so it took him all this time to get the parts, while as he's gathering the parts, the car is literally changing. The manufacturer's changing these small things about it. He ends up with this whole Frankenstein of a build, man. Automobile. Despite these problems, the narrator and his co-worker get the car properly working condition. The singer's wife is skeptical of the outcome, but wants to ride anyway. Townspeople begin laughing at the narrator's unique car as he takes it to have it registered. However, the folks at the courthouse were not as pleased. It took the whole staff to complete the vehicle title, which ended up weighing 60 pounds. The song ends with the CB radio conversation between the narrator and a truck driver inquiring about the Psychobilly Cadillac. In which the singer replies, "You might say I went right up to the factory and picked it up. It's cheaper that way." When asked what model it is, the narrator describes its model years as from 1949 to 1970, man. So right here we've got, I guess, an automobile just kind of put together, the hodgepodge as they were. I don't know exactly what they did with this one, but I love that they brought it together. I don't know if they use this for like a music video or something, but I love that they kind of pieced it together right here, man. That's going to be the thumbnail. That's going to be the thumbnail on this one. That's beautiful. All right, man. So that's what we got right here with Johnny Cash. Thank you guys for putting me on this one. Let me know if there's more from Johnny Cash, the Man in Black, that I need to be checking out, man. Thank you guys for introducing me to more and more of Johnny, man. Appreciate it. Don't forget, on your way out, to like, subscribe, check out the description. Consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3, man. Awesome way to support me. Thank you guys so much. See you on the next one. Peace.